All right, it's been a. I already fucked up. All right. Well, hello, Gray. Thank you for coming for the new Broken Feet Fan podcast. It's been a while. Jesus.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So, uh, any GPO2 stuff you want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm looking at this tremendous giant lobster in the lobby, which is the Sazabi.
Yes. Gray is playing games while I am stuck with recording. Either way, I'm fine with that. Uh, yeah, then. That Sotheby's gonna be interesting. I fought against it several times. Apparently, we thought he saw it did a dodge roll.
No, it has no dodge roll. I looked at the skills.
Okay. Wait, you have it?
No, it's in the Discord. All right. If you go to the GBO2 Discord, they post like the stats of the new MS under banner info,
Oh, okay.
and it shows all the skills.
Okay. So it was just, he thought he probably saw another suit that looked like
Yeah,
Sotheby, or it was
it
just
it, it could
the
have just been
normal.
the regular Sazabi.
Yeah, I don't remember. But,
But yeah, no, it's a 700 support. There's no dodge roll. There's no two melee swings. It's one melee. And it does have a special half health counter
so just
animation
like
with
the
the funnels.
Sotheby, but a different.
Just like this, yes, just like the Sazabi. It's just another variation of it, but it'll smack a lot harder.
Oh, yeah, that, the Mega Funnel Cannon, I'm gonna call it.
Yep.
That is gonna be really useful as a support weapon.
Oh yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
And it acts. Those two funnels act like it's normal funnels. It has the pincer and it has the follow attack, so you don't have to worry about that. They do lock on and all that
That's
craziness.
that is very nice. Uh, expecting the new probably.
Yeah, the FF new.
Mm-hmm. Similar, probably plays much more of a long range.
I think it's gonna be like a long range raid, to be honest, because it doesn't have anything that the new Gundam has. It won't have the shield. It'll just have the saber, probably the bazooka, most likely the beam rifle, like as selectable options, obviously, and just the one funnel that has, I think, according to the real grade and the entry grade, you're able to attach it as a mountable long range cannon.
Okay, so kind of like the Faz and the seventh in the game. How that has that
Yeah, but
shoulder
but
cannon.
it will be on the arm. It attaches on the arm.
Oh, okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so that's gonna be
It's gonna have the
that.
same beam rifle, or is it gonna be a little different beam
I
rifle?
think it's gonna. Well, I think it's gonna be the same beam rifle with the charge, most likely, and probably with the burst fire like normal. Because I would see it as a raid, to be honest, more as instead of a gen, instead of a support. Because
It does have
according,
support qualities.
it does, but it doesn't at the same time.
Well, we'll see.
I hope. I mean, the only thing I could think of is after that they might add the moving statue Gundam, the RX-78FF, and
But
they might do the variation of it with the twin beam rifle. It was a P Bandai.
hmm,
They made it into a P Bandai high grade. If they're making the FF statues into the game, most likely they're gonna put that high grade P Bandai in the game because it has like a higher mobility and all that.
that would be interesting.
Design wise, I don't like the designs because it's got too many panel lines. But out like silhouette wise, it looked pretty good.
Well, I mean, I saw it and I'm like, oh, that's cool, but I had no interest of grabbing it.
Well, it is in the real type colors.
True, but I rather have. I'm more of a funnel sucker.
Mm,
More funnels, the better, in my opinion.
true, true.
Um, so, have you finished the current Witcher Mercury episodes?
I
Epis-
haven't even watched season one to be
oh,
honest.
dude,
I know.
it's
I'm way
solid.
behind.
It's
I'm way
solid.
behind. I know.
I'm not gonna spoil
No, I
anything.
already know it. I already know everything.
All
I
right.
already know everything, so it's okay.
So I'm gonna tell you at least this. Soletta is gonna have a mental breakdown.
We already figured that.
I know it's a tradition gun in Gundam. Everyone has a mental
Yeah.
breakdown. Some of them
Yes.
are like, oh, I just get depressed for like 20
It's
minutes,
they're
and s-
basically taking the cue from Double Zeta. We find out that Suletta is a clone. We know she's gonna have a breakdown like the was it the Pew 12 clones?
I think it's going to be worse because Pew 12 always they kind of knew something, but they just ignored it. Soletta
Right.
actually was raised.
Yes.
So, and her whole existence was just part of a game.
Again, that's why they took concepts for that
I
from
I feel like
Double
Witchworgery
Zeta.
took a little bit of everything,
It did. It did.
just by design or just how it's gonna go.
I think it's a little bit of
I think
everything.
it's gonna
Design
have
wise, it's more IBO-ish.
it's IBO and
Storyline, it's more UC to be honest.
story is UC, but it's nice not to have focus on government for once.
Yeah.
Now it's more like corporations, kind of like more
Mhm.
of the Armored Core
Mhm.
way. We're gonna talk about that later.
I figured you would.
But I mean, it's nice having different mech designers in the franchise because
Oh yeah.
each time I see one, I'm like, ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's really interesting. I can
Yep.
see, so far there hasn't been a suit where I can tell you, I can say, yeah, that's basically the Zaku of the series. I'm like, they are, none of them, they all act like it, but they're not.
No. That's the nice thing about it. The
It's
ones that I really
unique.
Yep. The ones that I really like are the Zolwart Harrys.
Because I don't even know the names because I was like, I don't.
Okay, it's the one that looks like an armored core suit.
Oh yeah, the one that has the missiles, the missiles on the left.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
cannon on the
yeah.
right.
I saw the scene where it purged the missiles. I'm like, this my heart fluttered for a second. I'm like, ooh, Armored Core, you can do that in Armored Core.
Yeah, well, that's why I ordered the high grade of it.
Then it get fucking smacked by a fucking beam rifle.
It doesn't matter. It's a grunt military suit.
It looks good.
It looks really good.
It looks, I dare, sexy.
Honestly, what I'm gonna do to my high grade, I'm gonna attach a physical shield to it, like a small physical shield.
Like try to make a custom shield that isn't like similar to something else, or, like
No,
the 30-minute missions.
I actually
Perfect.
have no. I actually have the I ordered when Mecha Parts Guy was still had a shop on. I ordered the Origins square shield from the gun cannon,
Ah.
like the smaller one. So
Oh yeah.
it needs a ball joint to actually attach it to the shield. However, I have a few ball joints from the 30-minute missions kits, like from the spare parts. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna attach like one of the 3mm rings on it, like super glue it, and then sink it in there and then attach the shield on it.
Mm. So I already told you I bought a high new real grade, and I have just the master grade. I did a little bit of building on the master grade. Did the waist and the foots.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, it's gonna be a while because I'm hopping off of games, I'm hopping off of work, I'm hopping on. Now I'm
No,
trying
I
to get
get it.
more into anime
Listen,
again because
listen,
a friend is
Gunpla,
pressuring me
gun.
into,
Yeah, I know.
but in a
Gunpla
good
is
pressure way.
Gunpla is whenever you have time. I have a shit ton of high grades I gotta fucking build, plus my master grades.
Yeah, I think I just
Yeah.
need to go back to high grades. And I need to put like a side of a day on, like a day off, or like I work in the morning, so I have the afternoon off, and just build it.
Even if you do it for like a half hour, an hour, you'll get it done.
Yeah, just like that's one thing about just building gunplay. It's just like moderate yourself. You don't have to just build it if you don't
Yeah.
want to. Just leave it to the side and do it. When
Yeah.
you can.
When you get time, you get time and you do it.
Hmm.
Anyway, speaking about doing it, when the hell's Armored Core 6 coming out?
It is coming on the 24th of August or 25th. 25th. So it is 24 days after my birthday. That's how I remember it.
Nice. I am building the fucking gym inside that game.
Here's the thing. Fucking Wii said I'm gonna build the Mark V. I'm like, first, if you're gonna, you should build it on the side, but your suit should always be what you wanted, what fits your play
Yeah.
style. That it's kind of like it's not like Breaker where like you can make a very advanced version of the GM. You have to use the parts that fits your playstyle. You should have a suit
Yep.
that's clearly made for one thing, your playstyle. Then you can go
Yeah.
on and make random shit.
Well, like I said, the reason why I want to make the gym is because it has the best loadout. It's
It
got a little
does.
bit of beam weaponry, it's got a little bit of ballistics, and
Well,
it has a physical shield, and it can move.
I recommend because this worked. Because here's the thing. So far, mobility is going to be between fourth and fifth.
Yeah.
It's gonna lean more to the fifth gen, but it's still gonna have some mobility from fourth. That's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna like. Design wise, they're going back to third, and that's nice because I never experienced third gen or second or first because I just didn't have a PS2.
Yeah, I played third gen. It was Armor Core 2.
That's like one of the good ones.
Yeah.
But the weaponry, they're gonna focus on combos, but they're still gonna
It's gonna be
melt.
more melee focused.
Well, they're not gonna just focus all on melee. They're gonna say
No, no, no.
they're gonna give melee players options
Yeah.
instead of blade, blade, pile driver, blade. Now you're gonna
I
have
know.
you're
I
gonna
saw
have
the
a
trailer.
lance, you're gonna have a whip, you're gonna have blades, you're gonna have other shit. That is gonna give melee players an option, but they're not gonna just go full on Dark Souls and everything is melee.
Well, here's the thing. They took mostly the idea of how combat was through the Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring.
I
Because out of all those games, Elden Ring does have the best combat system.
true,
Not
but
not not rhythm like Sekiro, because Sekiro is on its whole new level. Sekiro is fucking like counter strike, counter strike. It's time based. Like it's heavily time based. A lot of people were saying like Sekiro's combat system is like a rhythm game. That's no, I'm not joking.
I'm just
That's
picturing
how like
just
hardcore it can be.
it's just picturing Sekiro like the character. Is Sekiro like the character you play?
His name is Wolf.
Oh, okay. Sekiro is just a fucking name.
Yeah.
I'm just
So
picturing Wolf just doing Just Dance.
well, it's that fast. That's how like responsive it is. That's why you see all those crazy. If you look at the YouTube shorts of Sekiro, and you see like just how fast they're countering, that's all time based from button strikes. That's not guarding. That's that's like parrying every single blow, and you see how fast that game can go.
It is. It does look pretty fast. I mean, I might get
So
it. I might give it a try, but
I
kind
I'm telling you, that's the one game that I'm willing to like spend time to like get good at. Cause that's no, I'm not joking. That
no,
game it
I'm just
seems
saying it's like, well, it's
very
the
good.
only what Dark Souls game because Sekiro is a Souls game, right?
It's a Souls game, but it's a faster paced Soul game.
It's a very unique take on Souls.
Yeah. So they took the speed of the melee combat of Sekiro and combined it basically with Elden Ring's variety and combat balance. Because in Elden Ring you could dual wield a shit ton of stuff and make combos.
Hmm.
Like I have to say that like Elden Ring's story isn't solid. It's good, but maybe the DLC will heighten it up, similar to the way Dark Souls One was. Because you see how Dark Souls One was. It was like it's a good story, but the DLC made it better.
The DLC made it better, but at least the Dark Souls 1 story you can follow it pretty easily.
Right. Elden Ring is very similar to Dark Souls One, basically story wise. Like the pacing of it, you do have to do a little bit of digging. It is open world. It is lengthy. Yes, I'll
But the
admit that.
cinematic at least helps a lot in the beginning.
It does.
I mean, the cinematic basically tells you who are these characters, who are the Lord Senders, or not the Lord
Hmm.
Senders, the I forgot the name. Shit.
For which one?
Dark Souls 1. Uh,
The Lords of Cinder.
really?
Yeah, it's basically like they just took it from Dark Souls 3. They borrowed it from one. It's really the Lords of Cinder. It's mostly focused on Gwyn and reigniting the first flame.
Yeah, either way. Uh, we went on a tangent.
No, 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 because we were talking about Armored Core and how the
But,
combat is.
yeah, I mean, melee it's gonna be more focused on, but it's not gonna
Melee
be
is
the main
no.
focus. No,
It's gonna be
it's going to
an
be,
option.
and it's got yes, that's why I say it's gonna give melee players options, but
Hmm.
its whole purpose it's a fucking mech game. You know what's better than like piloting mech using a big ass gun?
Well, that's why they said it's mostly a ranged game
Yeah, I mean,
with a better melee option.
yeah, it's melees are gonna be more close and personal, but it's gonna give you combos and probably
Just think of it as a reverse Dark Souls.
yeah, it's gonna yeah. How like range in Dark Souls excluding magic,
Hmm.
it's kind of like I mean yes, it's an option, but it's not gonna be something you should focus in all the damn time.
No, but again, it all
Unless you have
depends on your
poison
build
arrows,
style.
then that's a different story.
Poison repeating crossbow.
Oh god.
Yeah, I didn't even want to say it, but you know that was a thing.
Uh, I can't wait for we to play Dark Souls 1 and we will be able to poison living shit out of everything.
Hmm.
I'm just picturing him getting bored of shooting arrows, so he just runs in.
He's gonna be like, "How long do we gotta do this for? Until it dies. Shoot."
To be honest, it doesn't really like we don't. I mean, majority of it we can probably just run in. It's mostly what the area before the uh oh what's that fucking the demon mage or whatever fire
It's a
sage
few
the
of them.
fire sage
It's a
that
few, yeah,
where
it's a
you
few
have
of
all
them.
the capras and the
Hmm.
taurus and all that area. Yeah, we're gonna have to fucking poison it because that's how we dealt with it, right?
No,
Yeah,
we didn't just.
we poisoned
No,
like all of
we did
them.
we did a few of them. We didn't do all of them.
A good like
We'll,
fit like 70% of that.
we took care of two Taurus demons. Then we aggroed one of them and killed it. Then we
But we
lured
do
the
damage it at
centipede
pretty
off.
low health by with
Yeah,
poison.
honestly, I was just using regular arrows at that point.
I mean, once you poison it, just use fucking normal arrows.
But yeah, we were just mostly long range in it just to like isolate them.
Yeah. It took
But
what
yeah,
2 tries with
about
the.
2 tries.
Yeah. I think one of us died. I'm not sure you.
That
Me,
was
but
me.
sure.
Yeah, I died the first time,
Oh
and then
yeah.
I started wailing on it with magic.
No, yeah, because I took the hits while you just did hit and
Hmm.
runs. Oh my god, the bed of chaos is gonna be a bitch. It's gonna be slightly easier, but still a bitch.
It would be easier because each of us could just hit one side, and then one person could hit the middle.
Yeah, I mean, if we dies, or it's gonna be, yeah,
It's gonna be fun when he gets it.
it's gonna be fun until the bed of chaos because I don't think the bed of chaos is fun no matter what.
No, it's not fun. However, with 3 people, one goes in the middle and 2 goes on the sides, and it's an instant
The
kill.
one that is in the we're fighting the boss for is going in the middle.
Yeah, but you gotta watch out because it does do it like a fucking inside the middle fireball.
Hmm.
So you do have to watch out for that.
True.
Anyways, back to Armored Core.
Back to Armored Core.
Like I said, I'm gonna make myself a GM.
I'm going to go more based off my Armored Core 4 playstyle. So basically, a machine gun, a battle rifle, or a rifle, whatever terms they use.
Pulse rifle.
No, it's gonna be ballistic.
Hmm.
I'm hoping they don't do resistant types like Armored Core 5 because that was not fun. Because I had to make a same suit, but put everything into that one resistance because that one enemy or that one AC uses a gun that uses that damage type, and it was not fun.
Mm.
Instead of
I'm
making
sure,
a,
I'm sure there'll be something similar to it.
you know what? I'm fine. This is the thing. Damage is damage. That's it. Energy, blade, melee, doesn't matter. It's damage is damage. You have health, you have damage. Damage does whatever to the health, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking resistant bullshit. No fucking energy or weapon damage type. Just give me a number and call it good.
Yeah.
If this thing does 100 damage, then it does 100 damage.
You know what I was thinking?
Yeah.
The Gustav Karl.
You could probably make it.
The Gustav Karl will be a good rendition inside Armor Core 6. It looks like it could fit in perfectly.
You can use heavy legs.
It just popped into my head. I'm like, oh fuck, the Gustav Karl could actually look good in Armored Core.
True, but like I said, I'm going more of a.
Don't forget, it also has the subarm shield.
Yeah, and it looks like the shield is.
It has the subarm, so you can even probably make like a Jester.
True, but I'm probably gonna go of a. Well, based on what the parts I acquire, because I did buy the deluxe, so I'm gonna get a whole full AC.
Oh yeah, you're getting like what is it, the Carver AC? I think it is.
I don't remember. It's basically giving me a full AC with the weapons.
Yeah.
I actually didn't realize I was getting AC. I was mostly doing it for the digital art book and the digital soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because I was more interested in that than until I'm like, oh, you get free AC. Okay, that's fine.
Surprised you didn't go with the full fucking package.
Oh, dude, no. I remember I have digital PS5, so that's all I can get.
Yeah, I know, but the reason why I said that because you get the hanger plus the model kit.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm just happy getting extra shit.
Speaking of Armored Core model kit, Kotobukiya made the official tweet that once the game pops out, they're gonna start dropping Armored Core 6 suits.
I just hope it's better than the 4 answers.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be. They learned their lesson.
Hey, White Glint is still sexy.
It's a good suit. It's just not good for posing.
No, it's not good. It's not good for posing, but I mean, when you see an Armored Core, when you think of Armored Core, and you think of White Glint.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the post. Think of White Glint like Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed. It's the poster boy.
Are you gonna try to make the Sazabi inside Armored Core 6?
No. I am going to try to remake Nightingale from 4. That was my suit. Here's the thing.
But would you consider making the Lobster Sazabi in Armored Core 6?
Hey, if I have the parts and if I want to make it, I will make it. But I'm talking about the suit I'm going to use the most, not like a fuck around suit or like, oh look at what I mean. I mean, this is the suit I'm going to use. Of course, I'm going to make suits for like different scenarios. If I need a melee speed focused suit, I will make one. If I need a AC killer, I will make one. But my Nightingale from 4th gen was, I would say, borderline between, like, kind of leaning closer to mid-weight, but it's kind of weird. It's like mid-weight, and it has decent speed, but I configured the weight to a point where it can basically fly with unlimited energy unless I quick boost. So I can literally just fly in the air, go to point A to point B, and if I don't quick boost, I can get there with infinite energy.
That's interesting.
It is interesting. It's like I said, one left arm has a machine gun, so rapid fire, lots of ammo. You know, not much, not high damage, but the fire rate is gonna keep it in check. And a slower rifle, but still hits a little bit harder. So I have a more precise weapon, and still good fire rate. I don't think they're gonna have shoulder weapons, like on the shoulders. So if they do,
I think they will.
If they're gonna do that, I'm gonna see what they have. If it's flares, I will use flares. But if it's gonna have,
I think they are adding that in there.
If they're gonna have like auto-seeking missiles, like they did in 4th gen, well, I'm gonna slap those in because hell, if I don't hit a target, at least I know where the fuck they are because I see a missile go zoom, right to the left or right or down, up, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I have a radar on the back, right side,
Uh huh.
but I don't think they're gonna have radars because it looks like it has the scan mode from fifth gen that I'm kind of hoping they don't make it a
No,
main thing.
they said in the developer interview that that is an option part.
Oh, so the scanning is an option,
The scanning is part of the head option parts.
but I'm still gonna have a fucking radar, hopefully.
If you install it, yes.
Okay, that's nice. I'd like to have a little mini map to tell me where the fuck I need to kill.
Yeah, it's gonna tell you depending on what the head features. If the head features scan only, then you have a scan only. If the features radar, it has radar. If it says scan and radar, obviously you got both.
Hmm. The right, left side, back, grenade launcher.
Hmm.
It is basically what I use to hit ACs or hit a large target or just a lot of enemies are together.
Not bad.
To be honest, that suit carried me throughout four, Armored Core 4 and 4 Answer. You know, some
Mm.
minor tweaks between the games, you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I used basically the exact same parts. At least the body parts.
Well, I'm just glad they added lock on.
Ugh. Wait, lock on. 15?
Lock lock on as in Dark Souls lock on.
Oh, you turned it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I hope. Nah, I'm fine with that. If I can still be able to hit shit, like. Armored Core always had a box where whatever's
I
in
know,
this
I
box.
remember.
So as long as they continue, like, kind of have that, I think I'm gonna be fine. But I'll probably get used
Yeah,
to
but
it.
if you think about it, it's so hard because it's like,
It's not that hard.
no, that's the main reason why I quit Armored Core 2 because it's like, shit. Like, there's so much going on in front of me. I also have to keep the reticle on the opponent the entire time rather than having a fixed lock on.
Oh, Armored Core 4 kind of had a semi-lock on. It's where it will lock on the target. It will follow the target, but if the target's fast enough, I'm talking about like fucking quick as fuck, like fast as fuck boy. It's
Uh huh.
your lock on. You're gonna have to try to match its movement to keep the lock on straight.
Yeah.
It's really up to how it's gonna do it.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's the one game I'm waiting for to come out.
It's been a while since I've been excited for a game. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because majority of the time, game's been disappointing.
That is true.
And if
Too many.
my
There's too many games that have been disappointing.
like look at Callisto Protocol. I mean, people were excited because oh look, the guy that made Dead Space, you know, and it didn't work on PC. It barely, and it just like there were a couple bugs already. It was, and it didn't live up to the hype. It didn't live up
Nope.
to the legacy. Hell, the remake was better.
Mm.
The remake from EA was better.
Damn, that's sad. That's sad.
And so this game called Judas is from the BioShock people, and they even had that in their in the trailer. The creators of BioShock, and first that's like, hey, that gives them credibility, but also that's bad
Yeah.
because if they're gonna rely on that, the reputation alone to make sales, well,
Yeah, that says a lot.
I mean, look at Outer Worlds. They said Obsidian did Fallout New Vegas, and the people that made Obsidian were the original creators of the original Fallout's games, Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Oh wow, it's New Vegas creators." I mean, the Outer Worlds were fun, but it was kind of disappointing. It was blank. It was plain. It was fixed. It was not buggy. It was stable. It was just
Bland.
bland. Too many skills. Skills kind of merged too much. Like, do I really need a imitation skill, a persuasion skill, and a barter skill if I can just have it all in speech? And once you get that speed skill to like level like 40, then all suddenly you have to individually put those points into those three skills.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Um, I mean, it makes sense, but it's like, so you're saying if I want to upgrade my damage, but also able to get like persuasion? I mean, there's a lot of. Don't get me like start with the. There was hacking. There was also another skill. There was like electronics, um, encryption, and something else skill. You can like put that in like computer skill or something or computer tree. It was like
Yeah.
so many skills were breaking up that shouldn't have been breaking up because it just made a lot more shit you need to put in. They don't give you enough levels to put that shit in. And it didn't really feel like I am making like I mean they're trying
Progress.
progress because I'm like, okay, so I want to be able to hack certain terminals, but I can't hack them because I need to focus on other skills to
Yeah.
because I don't know. It's like that's why I kind of like the Mass Effect intimidation and the its karma system.
Hmm.
If you do bad things, you will get or renegade choices. You will get intimidation factor where you can choose intimidation options, but that's
Right.
unlocked based on your karma. But also, there's a bonus if you have more renegade. You get I don't know prices decrease or you sell things better.
Right.
But it's a passive. It's passively into it, but you have to commit to it.
Yeah.
But also will change your character too because you chose renegade, so you're gonna unlock a more renegade options. Like let's say instead of saving this person or telling this guy to stand down so you don't have to fight him, you just fucking shoot him in the fucking head and you don't have to worry about him.
Yeah.
No, it's that. Where did we get to this?
No, we're talking about games not being good anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a recent game that was disappointing. I don't know what. Shit. I've been hearing shit about Resident Evil 4 remake.
Like good shit or bad shit?
I mean, people saying the game is good, but also, I think it's like the small things, the like old time fans don't like.
Well, here's the thing. I played the original 4. The remake is better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a Resident Evil fan, so I can't say. I think it's the fanatical Resident Evil fans are complaining.
You don't even bother with them.
Nah, I'm not. I mean, I don't. I'm not a Resident Evil fan, so I'm not gonna bother with it.
Listen, whenever they tell you that Resident Evil is not the same, those are like the hardcore fans that wanted it the way that they first played it the first time. It's not the same game.
No,
That's
it's not.
one.
Well, here's the thing about like one and like Resident Evil 2 and 3. I'm like, I've seen pictures of what they were.
Yeah.
Right? The remakes were literally fucking reboots at this point.
They're better reboots.
Because it's like you had like this little shitty ass pixelated screen, top
That's why it
down.
was on PS1.
I
Those are
mean,
all PS1
yeah.
games.
So I mean, you're just gonna accept. I mean, I think the fans accept it because it was completely just better.
Yeah,
Because
overall.
4 was oh, it was third person.
Hmm.
That's why people are being more criticizing it.
Nah, that's not true. The whole
Because
game was third person.
yeah, that's why I said.
The whole series is third person except for
Oh,
the seventh and eighth one. I'm not gonna get into those.
nah, I don't gonna bother.
But what I'm saying is like it was the first successful one. The reason why I say successful one is because the follow up was Code Veronica, which was the Dreamcast version, and it followed Claire Redfield like a couple of years after the whole like part two incident. So the game was shit. like it wasn't that great. Like it was
Well,
okay.
some people might. I mean, I had a friend that worships Code Veronica.
Like I said, I played it. I think the game was shit.
Eh, I'm not a Resident
I
Evil
put.
expert, so I'm not
I'm
gonna
not
say.
either. I'm not either. But I was on the whole Resident Evil binge, so I played Part Four for the dream from the GameCube. It was a lot fucking better. It was a lot better. Just because it had a little bit of action, you could do like little things here and there. It was on a Nintendo console, but it was like next gen technically. That's why they remade Resident Evil 1 for the GameCube and like Resident Evil Code Zero for the
Code Zero.
GameCube. Yeah, it was like a prequel to the Mansion.
Hmm.
So it
Oh
was like
yeah, I think I know what you mean. I heard
it
about
was
that.
like yeah, it was like a few days before the Mansion incident that they had like an operative in there, and then it followed the first game, and then the second game, and then the third game. So, but I liked Part Four. Part Four for the GameCube was good, but however, it's a lot better on the fucking remake.
Mm,
It's the same game, just way better.
yeah.
I don't see the problem.
Like I said, Resident. That's what I heard. I haven't really looked into it. Why? So I have no.
Like I said,
It's basically
it
it
has the
popped
same
up on my YouTube
functionality.
feed, and I just read the title and ignored it.
Yeah, so it's basically the same game. Functionality is the same. It's just graphics is better.
A little change here
Perform
and there.
performance here and there is a little better. Like you do get a little bit more responsive, but overall the game is the same. It's the same camera angles, the same functions, the same counters, the same moves. It's the same fucking game, just better looking.
You ever watch Halo Legends?
No,
Oh my god.
not a Halo fan.
Well, you don't need to be a Halo fan. It's basically Bungie decided to tell Japan to make anime of Halo, and they did. So you know how Dragon Balls they always had like a T Rex or a dinosaur in their series somehow.
Uh,
You could tell which Halo Legend episode was made by the Dragon Ball people.
got it.
It's really good. You should at least watch the prototype. It had a
Oh,
giant mech.
if you send me the link, I will look at
I'll
it.
send you. There was a YouTube video you can watch.
Yeah,
It's like 14 minutes, but shit's
that's
fucking
fine.
good. Uh,
Back
I
to mechs.
yeah, I think I'm the only person that actually is worried about the music in six.
Well, again, they're not releasing the full game yet.
I know. I.
So don't worry about it. You know
That's
that they had good music in the other games. It's
well.
gonna
That's
have
the
good
thing.
music anyway.
Here's the thing. Fourth gen. I jam out. Once I like play. I hear a fourth gen song on my arm record plays. I start like jamming out. All right. I'm like American Psycho, like walking down the hallway, just like with the headphones. All right.
Mm,
When fifth gen music comes out, I think I only like 4 or 5 songs of all of fifth gen
right.
because it's heavily industrial, but doesn't make me feel like I'm okay. Because Armored Core 5, you had the guitar, you had vocals, you had drums, and it's just like everything goes well.
Yeah.
It just makes you feel like a fucking badass when you hear like Ray of Speed or just any of the songs. It smacks
Yeah.
because I recognize it, I love it, I'm jamming out. But to be honest, if it does do a more industrial noise based on the soundtrack, based on what I heard on the gameplay trailer,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. All right, I'm just gonna be a little like disappointed, but I'm not kind of like, oh my god, this game sucks now. I'm like, oh well, mech time. But I hope they do make a White Glint reference.
Okay.
So, like, let's say there's a mech similar to White Glint, or even better, um, On Armor Core 4 Answer, on hard difficulty, after you defeat White Glint, he just comes up from the fucking grave and you have to fight him all over again.
Oh God.
Even the the now the your announcer, I'm gonna call her, even was like, what? He's back? Kill him again. And they did that in the last boss of Verdict Day, where you get him to zero. You know, the enemy announcer or the villain's like, oh my god, you defeated him. Then he starts laughing because, ah, you fool. Yet that's just phase one of the fight.
Oh God.
But I do want them to make a for at least a final boss, because so far there's a song in For Answer that you can slightly hear some references, like you can hear some of it in Mechanized Memories, the final song in Verdict Day,
Yeah.
and I hope they do something similar to that,
Hmm.
because longtime fans will recognize it and they will just fall in love with it.
Hmm.
Because Mechanized Memories is kind of the, you know how like Halo has the you know the the vocal things. What was it called? You know how Halo has that Halo 3.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
intro.
yeah, the intro where you know everybody knows it. They stall singing it because the second they hear it. That's what Mechanized Memories is kind of like. It's Armor Core fans will recognize it because it's based off another song from For Answer. So I hope they add on to it.
True.
Can't I can't believe I got worked up over music.
It's music. People get worked over other things.
I mean, ever since I played Doom 2016, I focus more on music now
Yeah.
than ever before, because I mean, Doom I think really made me enjoy game soundtracks. So I'm more cautious about soundtracks now.
Hmm.
That's why, kind of like in Doom Eternal, I didn't really recognize the music because
Yeah.
I'm used. It's kind of just a repeat of, uh, the Doom 4. I'm gonna call it.
Right.
But yeah, let's go back to Gundam.
Okay.
Still playing Gundam?
I'm actually on Battle Alliance right now.
I like doing the aerial.
Yeah, I just bought it.
I'm done with the alliance. I'm good.
Hey, I got my high new. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, that's. Oh, I'm reading Berserk.
Finally.
Hey! I didn't have. I have Volume 1 on paper. I can see it on my shelf. I just haven't had a option to read the rest.
Like I said, that's all it takes is volume 1.
Yes, the first page. He's fucking a demon.
Oh yeah, that shows you his dedication that he's willing to go to fucking kill these motherfuckers.
I love guts. It's funny. A friend said the reason why he's terrified of gut Berserk fans because, well, they're terrifying. Because no,
No,
they're
no, they're not.
well. He's how did he say it? He's Berserk fans are terrifying because how much what Berserk is, how much it brought to the anime and manga industry, and just what it is. I don't know. I forgot. I forgot what he meant by that, but you know what else is more terrifying than Berserk fans? Warhammer fans. You say one thing wrong about our fucking lore, we will send you memes for the next 10 years of the same one.
Alright, I'll give you that one. But there is one fan base that is the most terrifying.
What?
Furry.
No, they're just disturbing.
No, they're just terrifying. They're
They're
the stuff
they're
of
terrifying
nightmares.
because they're weird, but I'm talking about like you gotta admit, out of all the sci-fi universe, you gotta admit, 40K has the most like shit. I mean, Star Wars did, but Disney kind of fucked that over.
Yeah.
Halo, it's going down the shitter, and what other Star Trek? I don't even know what the fuck Star Trek is about.
Star Trek is actually pretty good if you get into it.
I
Think of
think
it as think of it as just basic, space explorers and shit like that. See here,
think of like Star Wars, but less
oh
Star
my
Wars.
fucking god. It was really true.
What?
They remade Metal Gear Solid 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They remake Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh my god. I thought it was a fan that fucking did the fucking animation just because, they're like
No,
a
no,
hardcore
no,
Kojima fan.
no. The Metal Gear fans are getting a game since
Wow.
Survive. What's that like
But but
five
here's the
spin-off
th-
they had? Like
but
Survival?
here yeah, but here's the thing though. Will they have Kojima back on? Will they have David Hayter back on? Because David Hayter quit playing Snake for two reasons: what they did to Kojima, and the fact that they decided to get Kiefer Sutherland to play fucking Big Boss.
I don't know.
See, here's the thing. I would have been okay with Kiefer Sutherland as Big Boss because lore-wise, he had a body double that was psychologically trained to think like the real thing and assume that he's the real deal.
I didn't really follow Metal
So,
Gear lore. I just know
so when it
um,
comes to Metal Gear lore, I played from the PlayStation 1 all the way to the PS4. I've played all of them except for Revengeance and Survive
Okay, Revenge is
and
the
Phantom Pain.
best Metal Gear game. It's the most Metal Gear out of all the Metal Gears.
It's not the original Revengeance though. It's the revamped version of Revengeance. Because the original Metal Gear Rising, which that's what it was called.
Yeah, Rise and Revengeance.
No, no, no. It was just called Metal Gear Rising. It was supposed to take place during the events of Guns of the Patriots, and it showed how Raiden got kidnapped and converted into a cyborg, and you play his side story throughout the game of 4.
So, no music.
No, but what
Oh,
they did, no, no, the music was different because they didn't focus on the music. The whole point of that game was is like you play as human Raiden, gets kidnapped, gets forcibly converted into a cyborg, then you play as murder cyborg Raiden. And the whole point of it was, you know how like in Revengeance you got the slow mode shit, and you could cut everything in like pieces.
yes, that was way
That
ahead of its time.
yes, but here's the thing: that was supposed to be the main feature of the game with no slow mo. You were supposed to cut everything freely in real time. That was the demo of Metal Gear Rising, and everybody was hyped on it because it was like, holy shit, we could play as the side story of the final chapter of the Solid Snake saga with a side character that was fucking awesome in the events of fucking Metal Gear 4. And it was like, oh shit, you could slice everybody up in fucking pieces in real time with no slow mo.
I don't
This
even know.
game,
I don't
this
know the
game looks good.
like that the level of the progress of technology in Metal Gear. It feels like at one point it was pretty like basic. Okay, you got a giant,
Yeah.
secret giant robot. Now it's like, when the fuck did they start making cyborgs?
All right, here's the whole thing with
We
Metal
have
Gear.
6 minutes, just to let you
It's
know.
I'm gonna go quick with Metal Gear. The lore wise, they had enhanced humans the whole time because in the PSP version they were starting to do like cyberization. I don't know how they fucking did it, but they did it.
uh,
But according
Video game
according to
bullshit. There you go.
yeah, but according to the world logic of Metal Gear, it's supposed to take place in our current reality.
It's
It's
like the
not like
Cold War.
yeah, but it's it's really representing like our world. It's just that there's secret ops going on in the background in the shadows the whole time. So I really hope they would have remade Metal Gear 1 and 2, the original Nintendo
That
games, but
would
that's
be actually a good idea.
it would be perfect rather than redoing Snake Eater because
But Snake Eater
basically
would be a great money grab. You gotta admit.
it is. So what I was saying was with the Metal Gear lore, the wars are fought by like the Illuminati type of fucking
Oh, so we had
organization.
the Illuminati. I did some dabbling in the lore, but not like.
So it's basically that the Illuminati wasn't. It was started by real people, then it got converted into AIs, and the AIs went rogue.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. So, hint, hint.
I,
AIs now. It's kind of. And here's the crazy thing: the timeline that it was happening in, it was happening similar to how we developed now, because Metal Gear 4 actually takes place in this current timeline
damn.
in our current reality of the year that we're
Just
in right now. So it's not like far fetched into the future. It was just like if the game came out like in 1998, the story took place in like the year 2002.
I feel like
It
that would make sense.
so it was just
Didn't like
several
Terminator
years
like
in the future.
didn't like Terminator takes place like 2012 or 2013 when it's in the future?
2030.
Okay, so it's like that.
Yeah, but again, Metal Gear had more of
Dun
a
dun
grounded
dun.
story to it. It's just that they got crazy with the whole cyborg thing. Like I could understand like chips and stuff like that, but we're talking like full endoskeletons.
Yeah, well, it's like kind of like how Fallout is. It's weird. It's like it. Fallout's weird. It's the fear of communism was still a thing.
Hmm.
I mean, like hardcore fear. So America never let that go, even after the
Yeah.
Soviet Union was falling apart. And for some reason, they didn't make microchips, so everything is all bulky. And they
Yeah.
somehow focused more on nuclear and somehow made nuclear fusion. Yeah, right. We have nuclear fission now, right?
No.
No, yeah, we do. We have fission. We don't have fusion.
Yeah, I guess.
Either way, I don't fucking.
We have nuclear power. Let's
Yeah,
just look at it that way.
but this
But
one that.
no, the reason why we have nuclear power, and I'm gonna go back to Metal Gear, is because the whole premise of Metal Gear was that they developed a mechanized machine that was
Yeah,
capable of launching a nuke anywhere in the fucking world, undetected.
yeah, and that's what the Metal Gear is.
That's what Metal Gear is. It's basically
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mobile fucking Scud missile
It's a
launcher.
mobile armor.
Yeah, it's just a fucking mobile nuke launcher that can't be detected.
It's
That's
a
all it
GPO
is.
too.
It is a GPO too, but without the radiator shield and the space combat.
Or anything else but the nuke.
Yeah, so basically that's Metal Gear. It's basically a stripped down version of the GPO2
Can
that
I
can't be detected.
can I agree? I want to say something. I do like the Metal Gear Rex design more than GPO2. Do I? Is there a problem with that?
No, because I even like Metal Gear Rex. I think it's fucking badass
It
looking.
looks like primitive. It looks animalistic, but the right kind.
Well, that's why it's called Rex. It was modeled after T Rex. That's why it has the proportion it has. That's why it has like the cockpit
At
looking like the mouth and shit like that. It works,
I if I could buy
and it
if
has
I
a dick laser.
dude with dick laser. It's the fucking railgun laser
No,
thing.
the rail gun's on the right side of the
Then it
body.
has what's the ball like a radar?
The radar, all right. The radar is actually the shield radar on the left.
Oh, that's
The,
what I'm thinking
yeah,
about. I
the
was thinking
shield
about
radar.
the
No,
Salamamamamama thing
no, no. The
from
shield
5.
radar. The shield radar is on the left side of the cockpit. The
And
right side
wait,
is actually the rail gun.
isn't like the back just full of fucking missiles
It is.
and nukes?
It is. So what it is basically the railgun's attached to the platform. So when it shoots the initial round, it'll eject the coil and then automatically load the next round in. Because all it's doing is launching the warhead
Ah,
from a railgun
Gray, we are
at a
hitting.
time.
Yeah, we're hitting time.
That's fine.
All right. Well, that was an interesting conversation. Holy shit. Next time we will probably have we. Wait, I tried to get him in, but I haven't got a text back, so
It's
he's
fine. He's
probably
probably doing things.
yeah. Next time we'll probably talk about more Gundam and have his view of Armor Core, see what he wants. But
Yeah,
thank
most
you
likely.
for having spending some time, and I hope you have a good day. So,
Definitely.
all right. Goodbye.